Cancer, Leo, Cuspers. I'm hearing take a deep breath, because this one feels like it's going to be a really powerful reading. But hey, only take a deep breath if you feel called to. Right. Thank you for being here and hitting that like button. So I'm hearing that over the next 18 months, right, as we're moving into a brand new eclipse cycle, right, with the north nodes changing signs in Aquarius and Leo. Eclipses also have a way of speeding up life, right? They do tend to close doors we've been trying to keep open, and they open doors that we've never imagined walking through. So I'm hearing if you've been feeling feeling unsettled or restless lately, like you're questioning your friendships, your career, your purpose, your relationships, or even who you're becoming. I'm hearing you're not actually losing yourself, you're busy finding yourself. So beautiful souls, let's really dive in here. The first card, first oracle from the mystical shaman is Pachamama. Number 40 could be significant. Maybe the age 40, all right, or you will be turning 40 when you were 40, or just perhaps it's the number 4 that could be significant. And Spirit's coming through that the first thing they want you to remember this is that you have never been alone. My Cancer, Leo, Cusper here, some of you have Spirits coming through to say you spent a lot of your life taking care of everyone else. You check if everyone is okay before asking yourself if you are okay. Some of you have been carrying responsibilities that were never meant for you to carry, or never yours to carry. Maybe some of you are in your 40s. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you've been the strong one in your family, or maybe you've stayed in relationships because you didn't want to hurt someone. Maybe you've stayed in a job that drains you because the bills need to be paid. Maybe you've been given so much of yourself that you've forgotten what actually brings you joy. So your first card, your first oracle card here, Pachamama, came through with this energy of a loving mother and gently saying here that, my child, you don't have to earn love. That message feels incredibly important. Like, I feel many of you, my Cancer, Leo, Cuspers, have learned that love comes through sacrifice. The energy of, if I do more, if I help more, if I stay quiet, if I keep everyone happy, then maybe I will feel loved. And Spirit's saying, no, you are worthy before you actually start approving yourself. I feel like the next 18 months is going to be teaching you to receive instead of constantly giving. This is also going to be a reminder to reconnect with your body. Eat the foods that nourish you. Get outside more. Walk barefoot on earth, right? On the grass or whatever. Walking barefoot, right? Grounding. Perhaps it will be about watching the sunrise or sitting near the ocean if you can. Maybe just sitting in nature. I'm hearing take moments where life isn't about fixing problems, but it's more about you simply enjoying being alive. Because healing isn't always found through doing more. Sometimes healing is found through simply being. Let's dive in further here, beautiful souls. Again, thank you for hitting that like button. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so the color blue could be significant. White birds, doves, white feathers, rising above, alright? Clarity, freedom, solutions. Number 11 could be significant. And we also have winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. Some of you, depending on where you are in the world, are coming out of winter or towards end of winter. Number 16, right, could be significant. Perhaps a number 7. Perhaps you've been seeing 11, 7. I actually quite like these cards coming out together because Spirit is saying that your situation is actually changing before your eyes. Some of you can't even see it yet because maybe you're standing in the middle of it. Imagine you're driving through thick fog, right? You think nothing is changing because you can't see very far ahead, and then suddenly the road clears. That's exactly what these cards feel like. Like the next 18 months, many of you will finally understand why certain people left, or why certain opportunities didn't work, why certain plans fell apart. This isn't all happening to punish you, it's because you're being redirected. Winter's End is telling me that many of you have been emotionally exhausted. Maybe many of you have spent the last few years constantly surviving, paying the bills, taking care of the family, working hard, feeling like every step forward came with 2 steps back. Spirit saying that season will be ending. The energy now is shifting from survival to regeneration. This feels like finally sleeping peacefully after months of anxiety and stress and worry. Finding work that values your gifts instead of simply paying the bills. Meeting people who appreciate your heart instead of taking advantage of your kindness. Simply maybe finding yourself smiling again without forcing it. Let's dive deeper. So we saw this Emperor, right? It came out upside down. I flipped it, came out reverse. I turned around and Spirit's like, no, let's reverse it. And these 2 cards as well fell out. And I was going to put them back, and Spirit's like, no. The Emperor reversed, 2 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's huge. This is the biggest area of change that's happening for you. Your biggest transformation isn't just changing what you do, it's changing who has power over your life. It's changing, who has power over your life. Some of you have been maybe allowing fear or family expectations or old traditions, or maybe there's even one person that has been controlling you. Maybe it's a controlling person. Two of Swords, I feel like it's time to make a decision. Maybe there's been a controlling person that makes decisions for you. You will be stepping back into your power. Maybe you've stayed in a family business because everyone expected you to, or in a relationship. Maybe you've remained like in that relationship that stopped growing years ago because starting over felt terrifying. Maybe you've kept saying, I will do it one day, and Two of Swords says you've been sitting at that crossroad. And this eclipses don't allow us to sit there forever, right? Eventually, life just chooses for us if we don't choose ourselves. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, things will be turning, the wheels turning, destiny is beginning to move. All the zodiac signs are, it looks like they are in these circles here. Looks like it. No. But yeah, that could represent, that could mean something. Like the zodiac wheel, the chart. Right. I'm hearing that there will be unexpected opportunities. Destiny is moving, so unexpected opportunity. I'm hearing for some of you career changes, moving homes or house, maybe a relationship that will be changing direction, maybe meeting people who completely alter your future. Something that feels like chaos today actually could become the very reason you look back and say, I'm so grateful life didn't go according to my plan. Okay, let's see what's ending. Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing lack. Lack is ending. Not for that. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial lack. It could be also the emotional lack. Also, maybe a relationship that was lacking. There's two people in this Five of Pentacles. The belief maybe that you always had to struggle, or the belief that you always have to do everything alone, or the belief that you aren't enough. Maybe some friendships may naturally fade because you've outgrown them, or a relationship may naturally just fade, or some jobs that may come to an end because you're ready for something better. Some people may leave your life because they only knew the old version of you. But remember that not everyone is meant to walk with you forever. Sometimes people are just part of the chapter, right? They're not part of the full picture. And fives is about change. What is destiny bringing in for you? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful, right? Independence. This is independence. Spirit's bringing back independence back for you, or you will be stepping into independence and confidence and peace. I'm hearing for some of you financial stability, self-respect. This doesn't necessarily mean becoming rich overnight, right? It just means like you will be creating a life that where you no longer need the constant validation from others. Some of you will finally starting a business, or receive a promotion, or move into your own place, or maybe you're going to be traveling somewhere where you've actually dreamt about traveling to go to. Or maybe this is simply you waking up one day and realizing you're actually happy with who you have become, and that is priceless. She's looking towards the horizon, right? The future. Look at how her head is that way. Let's look at the biggest challenge. Strength. Here's your Leo card coming out. The greatest challenge won't be outside of you. It's going to be about trusting yourself. There's going to be moments where fear says, what if you fail? You know, that subconscious thoughts, those inner thoughts, that negative thoughts. But with strength here, it's like, flip that around and say, what if you fly? The courage to get outside of that cage and play around with the lions. You may be asked to respond instead of react, maybe to stay calm instead of proving yourself, or to just believe your worth even when nobody else claps for you. Real strength isn't about being fearless. It's actually about choosing the courage even while fear is sitting beside you. All right? And your biggest blessing? Six of Cups. A soul connection? Or is this reconnecting with parts of yourself that you thought were gone? Three of Wands. Your creativity, your joy, your something that excites you, your dreams, right? Three of Wands is that expansion. You may reconnect with someone from your past in a healthy way, or maybe you finally make peace with memories that once hurt you. Healing the past. Or hearing that your world will be expanding, new opportunities, travel, communities, new friendships, maybe even possibly living somewhere completely different. I'm hearing that your future may become bigger than your past. 63 could be significant. Even 63 makes 9, right? Double nines here in your spread. Who will you become? 10 of Swords. Putting down the pain, endings, putting down the burdens. 10-10. The world, oh my word. The color purple could be significant for some of you. This is actually who you become. This is a very strong transformational ending, right? I'm hearing here with those 3 cards, by the end of these 18 months, you won't recognize the person that you are today. The old version of you, the one that carried everyone else's burdens, the constantly overthinking, the afraid of disappointments or disappointing people, feeling responsible for fixing everything. That version I'm hearing will be reaching an end of its journey. 10 of Swords is the painful endings. 10 of Wands is the releasing of heavy burdens, and the world is that completion, freedom, brand new chapter. Spirit says you aren't falling apart. I'm hearing you shedding everything that no longer matches your soul. The person who walks into 2028 is going to carry less fear, more confidence, stronger boundaries, greater peace, and a much deeper trust in yourselves. That is real transformation. My Leo Cancer cuspers. Yeah, releasing the past pain. It might come with a tower moment. You've had a lot of tower moments. It was a tower moment recently. And a collapse. Spirit saying one message that they want you to carry through this entire eclipse season, the cycle, is that stop apologizing for becoming who you were always meant to be. Not everyone will understand your growth. Not everyone will come with you, and that's okay. The people who are truly meant for your next chapter will celebrate your light instead of asking you to dim it. I'm hearing trust these endings, trust the delays, trust the redirections, trust these tower moments, because every eclipse over the next 18 months is quietly moving you closer to the life your soul has been asking for. I'd love to hear from you in the comments how this reading resonated or helped you or brought you some sort of clarity. Maybe like what area of your life do you feel like is changing the most over the next 18 months? Is it love? Is it career? Is it home? Is it family? Is it your spiritual journey? Thank you for liking the video and subscribing, leaving comments, hitting that notification bell, sharing. Maybe you can say this affirmation, alright, that I release the timing of my life. I release what no longer serves me. I welcome the blessings meant for me, and I encourage and I courageously step into the highest version of myself. I'm guarded, I'm protected, I'm worthy and ready for my next chapter. Until next time, my beautiful Cancer, Leo, Cuspers, keep trusting your intuition, keep following your heart, and remember the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see the whole picture yet. Love and light, and I'll check you around.